All right, everyone, how about it? Is this you reading? Often controversial. People are so sensitive these days. Look, it's either you or it's not. Might be near future influence for you. I ask the universe to tell me about one or more of my viewers. Give me a profile. What do I want to talk about here? Is this you? I often try to open these with I hope it is or I hope it isn't. I don't know. I kind of hope it isn't in a way, I suppose. The profile here, what I got, what came in was Judgment, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. You feel like, and again, this might be near future influence for you, so keep that in mind. You feel like you're being judged too harshly on something. You feel like it flows two ways. Either you feel like you're being judged too harshly by someone about something, or you feel like you're going to let someone down. Either way, you don't feel like you're being given the chance possibly to state your case with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords, and you'd like to, okay? It's sort of what's here. You feel like you're being judged harshly is the strongest energy. We'll see what comes in when I shuffle. But the other way the energy flows, it kind of branches off a little bit. There's a few of you who feel like you let somebody down. And you'd like to state your case, but you don't feel like you're being given the chance to. So either way, either you feel like you're being judged too harshly, or you feel like you let somebody down. In either case, you don't feel like you're being given the chance to state your case effectively, right? To get some justice, to straighten things out. All right, let's see where we go. Could be near future influence. Keep in mind, bookmark the read. You never know. I get people all the time, you know, because there's a whole playlist of these who tell me, oh my God, that reading from blah, blah, blah months ago, you know. Yeah, they could show up out of nowhere. They really can. Anyway, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Yes, I sold you a chicken. All right, here we go. What do you want to tell me about that pre-shuffle? What's going on here? Is this you? Well, there seems to be a lot of that in the energy lately. I mean, it might be. With all the purging energy going on, you know, people deciding you're deciding whether to keep things and let things go. Other people are deciding about you. So it is possible. You know, it is possible. It is possible. It hasn't happened yet. The Queen of Wands. You feel like you're being unfairly judged. I get that. Or this can also, the energy that's attached to this, what's underneath? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. You could, oh God, there's so many ways to read this. This is the environmental energy. It's crossing the base energy, the center card I'm going to pull. There's so many ways to read this. This can feel like you're being judged at work, like you're at work in a meeting and nobody asks you your opinion, or your opinion's just being glazed over, or people just assume you don't have an opinion because you're real pretty, you know, that kind of thing. It can play out that way. It can play out again like you feel like people only see the surface, they don't go deeper with you, or you feel like you've let somebody down. This can be an energy of giving somebody a gift and you got it wrong. And you feel like you let somebody down. And a gift doesn't have to be a thing. It can be a thought. It can be a sentiment. It could be advice. All of that, right? All right. Here we go. All right. 3 cards. The Devil. Yeah, I know. Center card. Knight of Wands. What's red with the Devil? The King of Wands. God. What is going on here? Nobody, you feel like, whichever one it is, I don't think it matters. I think it plays the same way. Either you feel like you've let somebody down and you'd like to explain, or you feel like you're not being given a chance, you know, somebody's judging you too harshly. Whichever it is, you feel like you're being marginalized, like somebody's feeling like you're flighty, like you're an idiot, you're not smart enough, or you've got nothing to add. People aren't letting you talk. It could be that. All right? It could be. I'm confused by this Devil, and I'm going to pull on it. Why is the Devil here? Well, we'll get to the bottom of the deck here is the Knight of Swords. You'd like to straighten this out. You'd like to educate the people. You've got something to say, but you're not being allowed to say it. This happens a lot. This will happen to you. If it's future influence for a good number of you, but for some of you it's going on right now, or it wouldn't have shown up. All right. So if you're like out there going, this isn't me, well, wait for it. It might be. This happens all the time. You know, especially if you're pretty. Oh, good Lord. Whether you're male or female, people don't think pretty people are smart. Oh, good God. It is what it is. It feels marginalized to me. Let's find it. Hurts your ego a little bit. It does. Let's see. Let's pull on the devil. What's going on? The devil's the sort of the motivator here for this. What's going on? I'm going to pull it from, well, I'm going to see what comes in. Yeah, I'm going to pull it. Somebody feels, for some of you, if you feel like you're being judged harshly by somebody, they feel superior over you. And that's where they draw their ego from. Okay? So somebody doesn't, it's sort of like, if I'm to give an analogy, the boss at work. There's a lot of bosses at work that don't hire people who are smarter than them because they're afraid they're going to lose their job. Now I call that a stupid boss. That's a king of wands. That's a paranoid person. That's a person with some real insecurity issues. Because ideally, if you run a company, you want people better than you. You want people smarter than you. You want people that can do the fucking job and get it done right. Way better. You don't worry about that kind of thing. So that's the ideal way. So this is sort of the person here who likes to keep you down, who doesn't want you to show anything. It's just, again, marginalized. What's on top? The Ace of Swords. Why is that here? The Two of Swords. Whatever this issue is, let's say you want to clear something up. You feel like somebody, the strongest energy is you feel like somebody's judging you. I got to pick one, otherwise the reading's confused. So you feel, some of you might feel like you let somebody down. The same kind of advice applies. Just flip it. Okay? So you feel like you're being judged harshly by somebody. You feel like they don't let you talk, and you're right. They don't want you to explain. They don't want you to say a word. Right? This person is afraid of your energy. They're afraid that if you say something, if you clear it up, then it diminishes their power in some way. Somebody's holding power over you, and they are judging you. I do get that. All right? Somebody just wants you in and out. It's almost like a con. Some of you might be being conned by somebody. It's possible because of the in and out thing. You know, you ever watch like a show like the A-Team, but I mean like Leverage. Remember that show Leverage back in the day? And they would like set up a fake boardroom, and they'd all be employees there. It's all very fake. They're taking over an office. They trick the people to leave that are in the office to leave the office, and then they take over the office while those people are out. But they've got a timetable. They've got to be quick, right? Because those people are going to come back, and they need to get out of there before they do. It's a bit of that. Somebody just, again, doesn't want to hear, doesn't want you to explain. The judgment that they're making about you suits them. Okay? So again, it's them, not you, at the end of the day. But they certainly don't want you to say anything. They certainly don't. The bridging energy here is the King of Swords. They want to keep the truth under wraps, right? They do. He holds the Ace of Swords. This is the Two of Swords. Keep it under wraps. Keep things confused. All right? Let's pull on this King of Wands because it's all about this energy. So let's pull on it. Why is the King of Wands here? You do feel like, I feel this energy. I have to translate feelings into words. You might feel like you're being judged here. I get that. Judged harshly. I do get that. I don't want you to, this person, smoke and mirrors. It's crossed by the Magician. This person's it behooves, right? It benefits. It behooves this person to keep you quiet, to get you in and out, to have these judgments about you, to not let you talk, whatever it is. Whatever it is, whatever it plays out, they don't want to hear you straight. They don't want you straightening anything out. It behooves this person to keep things just the way they are. But you feel like Sarah Gilbert here, right? You feel all fucking discombobulated and tied to it. You want to fix it. You feel like your hands are tied. They are. Smoke show, smoke and mirrors. It behooves this person to keep you quiet, to keep the truth all locked up. So yeah, and to judge you. And because the truth is locked up, they can judge. And they could even, I'm not saying this is happening, but this creates the perfect environment to poison the well, as they say. To spread rumors about you or poison the well. If you got a board meeting, for example at work, if you've got a board of directors and you want somebody out, while that person's out of the room or before the board meeting, you just go around to all the board members and plant a seed, right? Yeah, they counterfeit money in their garage. It's terrible. It's going to be bad for the company. Go around and just make up some lie about it. That's called poisoning the well. You know, it's just, this creates the perfect environment for that. It behooves somebody to keep you quiet. So yeah, you are being judged on some level, but somebody doesn't want you to straighten it out. It's this energy here. What's on? Because again, smoke and mirrors. Why though? What's on top? The King of Cups. Why is that here? The World. For some of you, I'm going to give you both energies that are main energies that are here. Energies are always in layers. There's about 50, but I'll give you 2, okay? Just to keep the reading simple. For some of you, whoever this is that you feel judged by, that won't let you talk and won't clear something up, why does it behoove them? Why does it behoove them? Why does it benefit them for you to stay, for them to not let you talk? Because then they don't have to share how they feel about you. It lets them off the hook. It allows them to be the good guy. It allows them to not be the one who was afraid to share their feelings. You know, it's sort of again, it benefits this person if you just shut up and you don't clear. Because if you clear something up, then they have to share how they feel, and they don't want to do that. It changes everything if they have to do that. That's one energy. The other energy here. Somebody's whole world, somebody attached to you, their whole world is fake. Their whole life, all the energy around them is fake. They put out this persona that they have a lot of power, and they don't. It ties a little bit, again, you just have to catch my drift. Don't take me literally. It ties a little bit to the leverage con job that I told you, that I gave the example of. Where, again, everything is fake. All of it is fake. Somebody here has lied to you in a big way. How do I phrase this? Again, please just catch my drift. For some of you, this is literal, but for others of you, it's a vibe, okay? It's sort of like you go on a date with this person, and they tell you all sorts of things, right? I own a company, I've got a Rolls Royce, I've got a house here, but I also have one up in Santa Barbara. It's 25,000 square feet, it's right next to Oprah. Got a house right up there, you know. They say all these things, right? And just to kind of get in your pants. Then they get in your pants, and then afterward, this person here creates some kind of reason they don't want to see you again, which makes you feel unfairly judged. Well, I didn't think you were very nice. I didn't think, they make something up. Again, they do that so that they don't have to admit everything was a lie. They don't have to admit that it was all smoke and mirrors. There's some kind of smoke and mirrors in play. It's either what I just said, or it's a leverage type situation in a business thing where somebody needs to poison the well. It's a con job kind of a thing. Or it's just in general, it just doesn't benefit somebody if you speak up, if you clear something up, because then they have to share how they really feel. It's one of those things. And it's a very, very crystal clear energy. What's the bridging energy here? The 7 of Cups, right? Somebody here does not want the proper cup picked. Somebody here wants to keep confusion going. This is confusion. This is confusion. It benefits this person to keep the confusion alive. Okay? Now, I'm going to grab the little animal deck. And I'm going to pull a you versus them. All right? With this. So I'm going to pull 3 cards on you, and then 3 cards on them. All right? You first. Let's get you on camera. There we go. You first. I understand there might be some frustration on your side here. You know, and again, I hope this isn't you. But if it is, it's very easy to fix. Don't be frustrated. All right? It is their problem, not yours. You know. There's going to be a lot of this in the energy. There's going to be a lot of it because of the purging nature of the energy that's going on right now. This full moon that's coming up. It's, you know, it's a big deal. It's all about letting go of things that are a drain on your energy. You might be disappointed. You might have to disappoint some people. But it's all about letting go of things that are a drain on your energy. And worrying about this is a drain on your energy. It's nonsense. Let it go. 9 of Pentacles, liberation. You're the one in the right here. 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Worrying about this is nonsense. It's just keeping you stuck. Liberate yourself from this. Look, the Death card crossing the 5 of Wands and the base energy. Let it go. Okay? Move on. 3 of Wands. Okay. Let's pull on them now. We get judged by people all the time around us. Happens all the time. Everybody's judging you. You go to the store in your shorts and some flip-flops just to pick up a TV dinner to eat. Right? Get you some Stouffer's pizzas or whatever. You're getting judged by people. People are making assumptions. You might be worth $100 million. And have, you know, but you choose to live in a small house in a little cul-de-sac neighborhood. People are judging you. No one would assume. They assume you're just, you know, nobody. At the grocery store in the flip-flops, you might be that same person. They assume that you're struggling. People make all kinds of things. It behooves them to do it. It makes them, usually people judge in a way that makes them look like the superior person. Right? It's that King of Wands. Where is he? Here he is. It's who we're pulling on right now. People judge you so that they look like the superior person. Whether they're judging you for your beliefs, your looks, what you're doing, either way they make themselves superior. The people that come here call me the devil, which, you know, because they don't understand what's happening here, you know. Even though I explain it many times, it's just informed prayer, blah, blah, blah. It's no different than praying. I'm just praying for information. That's all I'm doing. You know, whether it's energy, you call it God, you call it source, you call it the universe. The universe is just energy. It's all just energy. There's no devil here. Yeah, there's devil energy. But anyway, those people that do that judge, like to feel superior. They call me the devil, hence they're the angel. Right? Like to feel superior. That's the only reason people judge. It's very interesting. That's why you shouldn't do it. In fact, I believe there's a little book called the Bible that says you shouldn't, that you're not supposed to. How about that? 3 cards here. Queen of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Yeah, what did I tell you? And the King of Wands again. I'm pulling on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This is a small person. It's a tiny little person. Base energy, 3 swords. This person's had some hard lessons in life. Things that have knocked them down. Here you are. They like to look like they have their shit together. They see you with your shit. Your energy's attached to this. This is them. They see you with your shit together. They want to bring you down. It's what I told you. People judge. You feel judged. You feel unfairly judged, and this person will not let you talk to try to clear it up. Of course they won't. Because if you talk and clear it up, then they look like a fucking idiot. They go back in 3 swords energy, and you look like the big man or big woman. People judge you so they can feel superior. It's what they do. It's no big deal. Let it go. It's not worth your time. It's just jamming you up in this energy. You got your own shit to deal with. Anytime somebody judges you, let it go. Don't try to change their mind. You won't. People dig their heels in because nobody wants... Anybody that would do that is low vibration in the first place. So they're not going to want to feel like a little person. They're trying to be the big man, big woman. All right? So again, whatever. This person's life is very small. Their life, their world is very small. Okay? Yours isn't. How do I know? Because this is the advice for you. This is your world. It's the Nine of Pentacles. You got a falcon. I mean, you got big. Your life is big. It's fast. Don't fence yourself in with this person's energy. It's not worth it. So if this is you, fuck them. That's my advice. Whichever energy it is and however it plays out, fuck them. Don't worry about it. I guarantee you, people judging you is going to show up a lot in the readings over the next couple of months. Because there's a lot of purging energy going on, especially around this full moon in Libra. When I pull on that, I'm pulling on it, what, tomorrow? Yeah, probably tomorrow. It's going to be, it's an energy of, again, anything that's an energy drain on you, you get rid of, you let it go. And this is talking about an energy drain. Nines of the end in tarot, get rid of it, move on. All right? So, yeah, people judge you so they can feel superior. So they don't want you to clear it up. Oh, God, no. Then they wouldn't be superior. It's the same thing I said here. When this comes out, when these came out on top of the King of Wands, you clearing it up means that this person then has to get real. They don't want to do that. Oh, God, no. They want to keep the confusion alive. They want to keep it. I'm the big cobra, right? That's it. That's all I can tell you. It plays out a few different ways. I've read you a few different ways that it plays out. Take it as it resonates. If you think it's not you, you're fooling yourself, because this is future influence then. This energy is full of people judging you, trying to change you, trying to decide if they're going to keep you in the keep column or the cut column. It's not just you that's cutting things right now and deciding what to keep and what to get rid of. Everybody is. And everybody's doing it different. The problem is you're on the plus side, you're very high vibration. You're doing it from a certain angle, from a certain way, with a lot of empathy, if you will. You're reflecting as Queen of Pentacles quite often these days. And Empress as well sometimes. And sometimes you get that King of Swords in some of the readings, and the Devil and all that. It's there. You've got the edge to use it. As long as you control that sword, you're good to go. This side's doing it from a point of ego. What do I keep? What do I cut? And the King of Wands decides what to keep on what strokes its ego. It looks for yes people. It looks for people that agree with it, right? That it can be superior over, right? And it cuts everything else. So yeah, this side, whatever's going on, you feel marginalized, you feel like you don't get to state your case, you feel like somebody ran, you feel like something's going on at work where you're being judged and you don't, whatever it is. Family member judging you and you don't get to ever say how you feel. This person doesn't want to hear it. Even if you said how you feel, this king wouldn't listen. Male or female, doesn't matter that it's a king. It wouldn't listen. You'd be sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher on the Peanuts cartoon. Wah, 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 wah. Don't want to hear it. All right? So don't waste your time. Do not. Focus on your cut list and your keep list. If somebody wants to judge you, let them. Who cares? You're going to see this. This type of energy is going to show up a lot in the readings, especially around the full moon here in Libra. So don't be too surprised. I'll tell you right now. All right. I mean, it's not the dominant energy, but it is there. It certainly came out here in the Is This You reading. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. I'm going to grab the Witches, where we started. One card and a crossing card. What do you got? Don't you love that they came out when I pulled on the King of Wands side and you came out for that comparison? And again, it kills this person that they're not the shit that they think they are. Right? You know, they may call themselves the shit, but you don't get to give yourself a moniker. Okay? You don't get to do that. It's given to you by other people. Right? I joke, I say, I'm the shit. Other people say I'm the shit. I don't think I'm the shit. I just think I'm shit. Right? You should always think that. You should never don't start getting in King Wands energy. I'll tell you what, you don't want to go there. All right. Anyway, I just love how these cards fell. One card and a crossing card. What else you want to tell my viewers here? Anything? So, it's not a question of if this is you, it's when this is you. It really is in this energy, I'll tell you right now. And even if you're locked in a basement in Manitoba, right? Nobody digging you out yet. Right? It's 30 feet of snow above your head. Either way, doesn't matter. It could be the internet. And don't say, well, I don't have the internet, Steve. Then how the fuck are you watching me? Okay? Come on. At the end of the day. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Only give your energy, in this energy that's around right now, only give your energy to what matters to you. That's it. And stop thinking things matter that don't matter. People judging you, what other people think of you, never matters. I'm going to point that out. I'm going to say that very strongly. Look, if you care what other people think of you, don't ever be an artist. Don't ever put art out there or music out there or anything like that. People are assholes. They will say the worst fucking things to you. And if you care what they think, you will cry in a corner, whatever. You know, you can't be like that. Don't even live your life caring what other people think. If you feel like you're being judged and someone's not letting you talk, oh well, that's their problem, not yours. All right? Keep that in mind. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best. All right? Good luck.